Greetings, class. This is Professor LaShawn Bold in the School of Social Work. I am an associate professor in practice, and I'll be your instructor this semester for Socw 2302-004, Lifespan Development and Human Behavior. And I wanted to take this time to give you a little navigational video on how to get around this course. So hopefully you have downloaded the syllabus, and I'm coming to you from my office. You can see I'm on the second floor in the School of Social Work, room 208D, and you can come visit me by appointment. I'm going to minimize this so that we can get around this class a little bit. This is an online course, and so there's some different things that you'll need to know about being in an online course. I'm going to click around here and just show you how it works. Before we get started, I want to show you that you have a profile over here to the right. If you'll see where I am, there might be a little circle there that you see, or an arrow or something. I'm going to click on that, and that is where you can have a quick look at some of your assignments and things like that. It's not something that I utilize as regularly as I do some other things, but I wanted to show you this because if you click right there on that square, you will see either your picture there or a place to put your picture. I would prefer that you actually upload a picture of yourself there. And the reason for that is because you will want to network yourself, and you'll want people to know, even including myself, who you are, so that they can know who you are professionally. So it's always a good idea to put your profile there. When you do that, you can go there, and it's going to give you some options. So you would click on Settings and Privacy, and then it'll show you where you upload your picture. All right, I'm closing out of that. Oh, it took me back to my original page. Let me go back to, obviously I'm teaching a lot of classes. Okay, let me go back to this class. Here we are. Okay, so I'm in the Blackboard menu over here to the left, and one of the things that I'll instruct you to do is to go to the Start Here area, which is where this video will be. And this video will be posted there. Currently you can see some of the previous information from last semester, but let me click on off the edit mode. Okay, so when you go there, this is what you'll see, along with possibly a video. And I try to do videos for almost everything that we have, if possible. If not, I try to touch base at least once or twice in the semester. I'm always available by email. And of course, we can meet in person, or we can talk over the phone. That's fine too. So you're in the Start Here area now. I want to show you where the different areas here and what they do. So it's okay to click around. You really can't break it. If you do, we have an IT department that can help you. I am not the IT person that you need to go to throughout the semester, but every once in a while, if it has to do with course content and that type of thing, then I can help you out. Here is where you'll see some announcements. I really do use announcements quite a bit, and typically what I'll do is I'll make an announcement and then I will send it to you over email. But if you want to know or confirm things, it's always good to check your announcements at least once a week, and definitely keep up with your email. I communicate things like extra credit, things like, hey, where are you? And things like announcements or changes even to the course materials or course dates. All of that will either be in announcements or your MyMav email. So you want to keep up with both of those. The next section that we're going to look at, sorry about that, it's hot summer, is going to be the syllabus section, and I'm going to make a video over this particular syllabus, so we won't go over the syllabus details right now. Right now I'm just showing you how to get around the course. The next thing that's really, really important is the course materials. You will go there daily, hopefully, or every at least couple of times a week. And this is where you can find a checklist, kind of things that you need to remember to do each week. I know if you haven't taken an online course before, sometimes it's difficult to get adjusted. So I want to make sure that you understand how this works. So there's some other things here. Each module or week is listed as modules, and it matches up with your syllabus. So you're going to want to, I'm going to go back to syllabus so you can see. You're going to want to click there, and then you're going to want to download that syllabus. You'll either download it or print it out. If you're like me, I like hard copies of things, so I usually print that out. But let's go back here. So we're going to go back to course materials. You click there, and that's where everything for the entire semester, as far as the different activities, are listed there. And I'll show you where some of your assignments are, the major assignments. Some of them are listed towards the left, but for the most part, every module or every week is here in these modules. So let's click on the module 2. That's where we start. And this is the beginning. And you'll see when you look at your syllabus why it starts there as opposed to, 1, 2, 3. Or I may change it to 1, 2, 3. But either way, it will match your syllabus. I'm still working on it for the summer, but I wanted to go ahead and get this navigational video completed. Here at the Module 2, it's the introduction. So this is where you have the introduction for the week. So the first module that you'll see, whether it's called Module 2, Module 1, it'll match the syllabus. But there's some tips to success for the class, what you need to do, how to, keep up with things. And then there's a video introduction there. So one of the very first things you're going to do is this video introduction. I'm going to click there so you'll know exactly what that looks like. When you get to this introduction, you're going to need to create a thread there. When you open that and create the thread, you'll see the instructions there again. So you've got them in two places. Sometimes if the instructions are not listed on the module directly, I will say click, create a thread to get the instructions. But here is the introduction, and it is a video, and there's some very specific instructions there. You can make that video on your phone and upload it to YouTube and share the YouTube with us, or you can use your computer, screencast, whatever tool you want to do. But we do need it to be a video of you and answering these questions. So that will be very interesting for us to see. All right, I'm going to go back to course materials. Go back to Module 2, where we were, and you'll see that I have Chapter 1 there. When you click on Chapter 1, what's going to happen is it's going to download this. It'll take a minute because it is voiced. It's going to take a minute for that PowerPoint to download. Almost all of the PowerPoints in this class are voiced, but there are some that are not, and that's okay. The ones that are not, you can use for note-taking or however that would benefit you best. The voiced over is for the benefit of all. If you don't like the voice, mute it. There are some extra tidbits there that I talk about, though, and some life experiences as a social worker that you might want to look into or to listen to. And so it's worth your time to at least look over the PowerPoints and see, and maybe listen to them would be good because that would be very helpful to you in some of your the larger assignments. In addition to that, I have videos here. I would like for you to watch the videos. And I've had students say, well, what is the purpose? And one student in 14 years of teaching that asked, what is the purpose of the videos? And the videos are really the practical application of what you're learning in the course text. So the idea is that you would obviously follow the syllabus, but read the course text every week. I can tell you that if you get behind on that or you're not reading, it will show in your finished products. You've got to have knowledge of the course text in such a way that you could actually discuss it in a group. This is not necessarily a course where you memorize and then take a test. We do have quizzes every week, but the idea is that you can discuss this, you can write a paper on it, that you understand this course enough to be able to explain it to someone. And in order to do that, using the videos is very, very helpful. So be sure you watch the videos. Some of them are very interesting, and some of them I ask you to refer to the videos in activities. So that's important too. I'm moving myself around here. Okay. Then you have a quiz. Typically you have a quiz every week. It does follow the syllabus. And then you will have activities throughout the semester. Not every activity is a discussion board. I found that discussion boards are more helpful when they're very thorough and they're actually an in-depth discussion. I'll talk about that in just a minute. But this is what each module will look like. So let's go back to course materials, and I want to show you one more time. Okay, so where all of the modules are there, okay? And from time to time, I'll add different things throughout the semester to the various modules. You'll see there's some other videos there. Some of the materials I actually developed in 2015 and have found them to be useful throughout my time since then in teaching this course online. And so if it says a different date, 2015, something like that, or last semester, it just means that I decided to keep that because it looked like it would be beneficial to you. Okay, I'm going to go over here, and you do have this area called discussions. Sometimes I debate on whether to leave that there and allow students to see that area, because what students tend to do is go straight to the discussion area for the week. They don't read, they don't watch the videos, but they try to do the discussion. Just so you know, there are very limited discussions here, so you really need to be keeping up with the activities as well as the discussions. I'm going to click there just so you can see what it looks like, but this is just a place where all of the discussions are. And it is a quick reference, but if you'll notice, there's only 2. So not going to be much helpful to you if that's all you do in the class is look at the discussions. There is a group section because we do have a group project in this class, and I have specific instructions on how to enroll in the group session. So follow that. And one of our presentations is group only. Okay, so it's not that you can do it as an individual, and I'll go over the syllabus with you in just on another video. You have a place where you can email individual students or me or groups of students. You can make your own group of students, I believe, there. So that you do have access to the emails of the other people in the class. And then you have a place where the grades are listed. I want to give you one heads up about the grades, is that if you're trying to use the Blackboard app or something like that, sometimes you're going to see the grade as a score or a number that may be in the hundreds. I want to caution you about that. The grades in this class are weighted, and so I want to make sure that you understand that that's not what we're looking at. We're looking at the final average and what the actual letter grade is. So if you have questions about that, email me, or you can look in the Grade Center, and you should be able to see your number there, and it corresponds to the numbers that are on the syllabus. So the syllabus is very important also. Typically, if you have a question and it needs to be answered, it can be found in the syllabus. So a lot of times you may email me and say, where's this, where's that? And I'll say, did you look in the syllabus? So I wanted to point out too, this is where you're going to post some of the things that are the assignments. So you want to be familiar with that and click around in some of these areas. I believe that is all I need to show you for this piece of the puzzle of taking an online class, or this particular online class. But again, I'm going to ask you to go to the start here and read everything for detail so that you can really have an understanding. That's one of the caveats of an online class, is that you need to read for detail. So be sure that you do that, And welcome to the class. I'm glad you're here. Be sure and email me any of the questions that you have, and I will see you in some more videos.